Welcome back to another episode of Across the Bifrost. This is your host, Dr. Norbert, back in outer space, coming to you at the speed of a golden...
beautiful golden man.
Yeah.
I was going to say you're glowing today.
Thank you.
It's your
It could be the
wife's
whiskey.
skin regimen is
Yeah. It could be the skin regimen, or it could be the whiskey. One of the two.
One of the two, yeah. But you're looking absolutely golden today.
Thank you.
Cool. Hello, everyone. I'm Jamie. I am not golden.
No,
not today anyway.
You seem very bronzed. You're bronzed today. Yeah.
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Were you in the tanning bed earlier today?
Yeah,
Is that what's going on?
Yeah. Classic, yeah.
Right, everybody. We are doing the first half of a two-part episode on box number CP191. CP191. Man, these numbers are getting big. My lord.
Big old numbers. It's a big old game.
It's a big game now.
Got a lot of characters coming out.
And it's nonstop. I mean, this is just us catching up with the new stuff. We still are backlogged on some of the older stuff that's been repackaged that we've been trying to get through. And Adepticon is in a few weeks. So, there's going to be loads in there.
Yeah, there's going to be loads of stuff coming. And I mean, they've recently kind of announced that they're calming down the Shatterpoint releases, and that gives them more resource for MCP. So who knows what that means? Maybe we'll get more stuff. One thing's for sure, the future is looking good. We have MCP alliances coming as well. It's like a kind of subpar. That's not what I meant.
Ooh.
I meant like a sub
shots fired
genre of the game. I actually think it looks really cool. But
yeah, that game seems like right up your street. So
yeah, it's a bit of me for sure, and it helps get new people into the game. But yeah, it's like a kind of sub genre of the game basically. But that looks really fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing the like X-Men sculpts that are coming with their kind of Sentinels pack that comes out next year. But yeah, basically what I'm getting at is now is a good time to be an MCP fan.
Yeah, for sure. Let's do some news and announcements. I'm going to be at Adepticon whenever that takes place.
No matter how many times I try to explain this to you, Norbert, you don't understand the passing of time.
This is to remind people what they missed. That's why I'm saying it now.
Right, cool. But what if they listen to this in 2028?
They'll be like, man, that must have been a great Adepticon. Dr.
To be
Norbert was
fair,
there.
I know what's coming this Adepticon. It's probably going to be the best one ever, to be fair.
Exciting.
But fair enough. But we got to stop referencing episodes.
Okay.
People might buy the Adam Warlock box in like 3 years' time, and then go on Spotify, type in Adam Warlock MCP, they find this episode, and then we're talking about these random events that haven't long gone.
Well, I'm excited because we're doing a meetup with the Brush Wizard, Scott, on Thursday evening from 8 o'clock on. So do check our socials where you can find the invitation in a nice comic book panel format. And maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah, you are picking up a painting commission that I got Brush Wizard to do for me as well.
Yeah.
I've
also
got a
picking up
Magneto.
Lots of convention exclusive Mephisto models for people.
Yeah, I bet. How many have you got? How many have been ordered from you?
Well, I don't know yet. It's a running list.
Yeah, it's going to be a few.
So that's happening at Adepticon. We are also doing our next tournament in May. I know this is dating us continually, but May we got a big tournament in London happening. It's the Across the Bifrost Gin and Tonic tournament. Is that because we're very posh now? Is that what's
we're all posh and we drink gin and tonics? No, it's because AMG messed up their admin, and we didn't get a GT in the May slot. We have our GT in July,
right?
So we rebranded last minute to the Gin and Tonic tournament. So welcome to come along, drink some gin, or just drink some water. That's also fine.
Yeah. Absolutely. And lastly, Patreons. We are blowing up Patreons. You in particular are taking such good care of the Patreons. Tell us a little bit about all the different things that are happening so people might be interested in joining.
Well, we're doing lots of giveaways on Patreon. Every few weeks I'm giving stuff away. We're currently running a Patreon TTS League, which is a lot of fun. That was surprisingly popular. And the winner of that will win a giveaway as well. And we're having like a bingo thing that's going in. So you can do like fun kind of like mini achievements. And if you get the most bingo points, then you win a prize as well. So yeah, lots of that cool stuff. At the time of recording, I don't know if we're going to be sent an Adam Warlock box. So if we end up getting sent an Adam Warlock box, we're going to be putting it on like the Patreon as a giveaway. So the only way to find out is to go become a Patreon and find out if that's getting put up there.
And we do after dark streams of our games, saying really nasty things to one another.
I don't know about that. But I say
them in the back of my head.
Fair enough. Just don't say them out loud. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, the last game we had was the most like scripted MCP game I've ever seen. There was stuff happened in that game. The way that game ended, like you couldn't write it that way. No. It was like we'd got fake dice rolls. It was amazing. So yeah, I'm hoping we're planning another one of those soon. So you can see Norbert and I play each other, and I'm bringing a really silly list, and I'm looking forward to it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to test out my next roster after Adepticon is over. When I'm going to switch.
What is that?
Well, that's the big question. I'm thinking through it now. It's an exciting time.
Oh, cool.
So whatever it is, it's going to be the first time I try it out. So yeah. So that way, it's not you playing APOC with your fun list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's fun. I like that. Good. You passed the vibe check. Well done.
Thank you.
I do want to talk about. We don't really talk about what we're playing at the moment, but I'm doing something cool, and no one's going to ask me about it, so I'm going to talk about it here. I've got a platform. I want to talk to you about what I'm playing in MCP right now. If that's okay.
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you for permission.
Well, I got whiskey, so let me settle back and listen to this.
Get comfy. I've always wanted to play Asgard. I spoke about it on our Warriors 3 episode. And I've always been like adjacent. Like, these guys seem really fun. I really want to play these guys. And I finally took the lead because I got the Valkyrie and Warriors 3 box, and I'm all in now. And I went there and I was like, I just want to play all the idiots. I hate Loki. I hate both Lokis. I just hate him as a character. I hate him as a concept. I hate him as a play style. It's just not for me. I'm glad he's in the game. He's very well designed. But I hate him, so I'm not.
Hate him because he's so aggravating to use and stuff, or are you just something else?
Yeah, it's like when I play Magic the Gathering, I don't play blue. Because I want the people that I'm playing with to have fun. It's like that.
Gotcha.
But I understand that people enjoy that play style. It's just not for me. So I'm not playing Loki. And I went there just wanting to play all the idiots. So I think Enchantress and Scourge with their Meet My Executioner card is really cool. I really like Doom Prophecy. I really like Heart of the Worthy. So I'm just playing all this sort of like subpar stuff. And I was like, I want to play Valkyrie, both Valkyries, and I want to play Sif, and I want to play Enchantress and Scourge every game. And I really want to play Mighty Thor. So I played her, but when you have a 5-threat leader, you can't play all those toys at the same time, right? So I was like, okay. And Jane was it's been a bit disappointing for me because she's just like a fistful of dice. So I've not been enjoying it too much. So I tried out Thor, Prince of Asgard. He's pretty good. He's one of those characters that's just like no one looks at, right? Because he's old.
Yeah.
And like a bit dusty.
What are you trying to say?
He's really good.
Sir.
Just not all models age the same. Not all models age like a fine whiskey. Wow. So yeah, but I kept running into the same problem of like 5-threat leader. I can't play all these like idiots that I want to play. I can't fit in Scourge on any threat level. I just can't make it work.
Have you done the Scourge? What's her name? The lady, Enchantress.
I've tried it. That's what I'm trying to do. But I can't play both Valkyries, Scourge, Enchantress, and Warriors 3 at the same time. Unless, and this is what I'm doing right now, I go leaderless. So I'm currently playing leaderless Asgard.
Wow.
And it's really fun.
You get to still use the fun cards, the tactics cards?
Well, yeah. And also, hot take, their leaderships aren't that good.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're good. They're just not that... like you're not revolving the game around them.
Yeah,
kind of
they're not game warping.
Yeah.
Like if you were to play Web Warriors without a leadership, you'd feel it.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Because I mean, Thor 1, sure, the heal or the remove condition is good, but it's once per activation.
Once per round per character, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not very often. And then Jane's, of course, is good, but it's a reroll, right? I mean, and once. So
yeah, and I find that the defensive part doesn't come up the way I'm playing Asgard because I'm just playing charge models everywhere. So I don't get the defensive reroll. I only get the offensive reroll, which is fine. But yeah, playing them leaderless, I don't feel like I'm losing a leadership because they still get Odin's Blessing, they still get Rainbow Bridge, they get Doom Prophecy. They're just incredible cards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with that, and I've been bringing Deeds Worthy of Song to every game. But I've stopped playing it because it was never coming off. But so I bring it as like a secret 6th card every game, and I track it as if I've played it just to see if it comes off. And it hasn't come off once. And I've played about 30 games with it now. So I think Deeds Worthy of Song is just dead in the water because of that. The collision changes, and there's no Asgard 2 threat. And yeah, real shame because that card is the reason I jumped on, to be honest.
Yeah. But you had a lot of fun moments in our game last week.
Yeah.
With that roster. It was really great. The Warriors 3 in particular. Boy, those guys are annoying.
Oh man, the Warriors 3 beat up Gambit and they killed him with the, Clumsy Warrior trigger where they like fall on him and they stagger themselves and they kill the Horseman of Death. Yeah. That was cool. And I've been having a lot of fun doing like Doomed Prophecy on Valkyrie and then Ride of the Valkyries. So you can get like 3 attacks off of Valkyrie while doing Prophecy with Warrior Legend. She's killing like 6 threats. It's great. I love it. But yeah, it's a bit silly. I'm not saying it's good, but I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun in our game, and it went down to the wire. And it was only because of your really crappy dice that really crappy dice that it went so sideways. Because I think you would have gotten it. I will tell you, the game prior to that, I played against Loki 2, against our good friend Curtis. Yeah. And you know what? He was doing all the Loki 2 things to me. Actually, I was coaching Curtis. He had just started using the roster, so I coached him through some things he was forgetting to my disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, I had this weirdest thing, Jamie, is I wasn't even mad about it. Just because, I don't know, it's because I like Loki 2 so much because of how well he designed or just how aggravating he is. But I was like, yep. And now you're going to cut my skulls. And he's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And now you're going to do all this. And now you left me on 1. Is there something you might like to do? And he's like, oh, I'm going to pity you.
Nice.
It's like, yes, you are.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was getting so mauled, and he tanked like nobody's business, like he does.
Loki's so good.
I know. It's so good. And but I wasn't mad. I feel like I've turned a corner in the saltiness.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I'm practicing my therapy skills on you now, but yeah. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about saying that out loud?
I feel like I'm losing my persona, though. I feel like I'm gonna, what can I identify as?
I mean, do you think people will still love you if you don't have the salty persona?
I don't know. It's too risky to find out. I'm going back to the salt mine. Screw you all.
Change is scary. I understand. But, together we can help you through this one step at a time.
Whew, okay. That was a lot of news announcements plus therapy session. If you're all looking for any, we have a Patreon channel for therapy, right?
Yeah, exactly. I will say that, to be fair, the Danger Room just released an episode about dice variants and how you can manage it. And they called us out in it because apparently there used to be an episode that Pat and Tutti did. That was about this, and it was really good, and they said that it's been lost, and so they recorded a new episode for it. I would like to publicly announce that it's not our fault that those episodes got lost, by the way. We worked really hard to bring those episodes back, but they were lost.
It didn't happen. Right.
Yeah. Well, but it was a good episode, and I still feel like we talk about this a lot. I want to do an episode one day about like mental health in MCP and how to like handle salt.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do it.
I'll do my research.
Did I tell you my funny story about how the guy who won the painting competition in our January tournament, he won the painting roster, best painted roster.
Yeah.
He contacted me, so it was really nice. But on Instagram, he posted up pictures, right? He goes, oh, I was super thrilled. I put all this work in. You see my works in progress. Here's the final results. And he showed pictures of like the full roster and a couple of close-ups. And then he shows a picture of him receiving the award from me. And he's very happy there, a big smile. And I have my big blue shirt that says salty across it.
It's your branding.
It's like this guy's having this moment, a beautiful moment, and I'm like,
you're just grumpy about the role that you did 20 minutes ago. Yeah. See, salt ruins games, Norbert. You're the Stan Lee of MCP. You can't be going around being salty. What will they say at Adepticon? You're going over to America. They won't understand your new Anglo-sized salty, sarcasm. They won't get it. You lose your passport.
I have to. Yeah, great. I have to wonder if people will come away from our game that I played with them disappointed if they don't see any salts. Like, I came for the salt. All right. So look, that's a long way of saying that CP191 is a very big number. We broke my number one rule, Norbert, which was don't start the podcast talking about ourselves. No one cares. And we're 13 minutes in. We've not done anything MCP related. Well, okay. It was part of it's an intro. It's a rambling intro.
Yeah.
Right. So we're going to do the first part of this 2-part episode on CP191 by talking about Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock, his pseudonym, his alter ego is Adam Warlock. He's one of those guys just doesn't need a fake name.
Like Cher.
Like Cher or Prince.
Dr. Norbert.
Dr. Norbert, exactly. He's affiliated with Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's on a 35mm base. All right. He, though, is 7th threat. Ooh, look out. He's Eye-Hulk territory, this guy.
Oh, wait, hold on. You've skipped my lore.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
I didn't do much lore, but I did a bit.
Lore Master J clued me in that he was having some trouble.
It's tricky. I'm so far detached from space stuff in Marvel, but I tried hard. So let me give you some. I've got little tidbits, okay? So Adam Warlock is an artificially created perfect human, which I guess in a way is gold.
Well, yeah. I mean, does that mean he's made out of flesh and blood, though? Is like a human being?
I think so, yeah. but just the perfect version of it. He was originally called him. He's him. Have you heard that phrase that the kids say these days?
No,
Adam Warlock is him. This is him. This is when they say him, they mean Adam Warlock. Engineered by someone called some group called the Enclave, and he's supposed to be like humanity's next step in evolution. You know what I mean? But then he rebelled against his creators, and he's got some strong ties to the Soul Gem, which we'll get onto soon. But he's from the original Infinity Saga.
No kidding.
Like the OG stuff, yeah.
Well, probably because of the stone, right?
Yeah. And his kit is supposed to mirror like Thanos, you know? He's like a...
No kidding. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's like Thanos is like the Death's Decree, and Adam, I think he has like defensive-y stuff. We'll get into it. But he's supposed to feel like a good guy Thanos, basically.
Is there any connection to the kind of Weasley MCU version of this guy?
Well, I think there's a lot of people's beef with it. The MCU version's a bit weird and like not that accurate.
Yeah, because what you're telling me is nowhere near what the film is like.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to ignore that one.
Oh.
Yeah. That's Adam Warlock. And there's like cosmic awareness will come up in a bit. It's like his leadership that he has. And it's basically, he can like sense stuff. It's like spider sense, but on a cosmic level.
Oh, gotcha.
So he like knows something's coming. Do you know what I mean?
Like the Force.
Yeah. The quote that I found was the universe just flinched. Which is kind of like the Force, right? The sense of disturbance in the Force.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's why where his kind of leadership flavor comes from, which makes sense.
Where do you stand on the midichlorians? Is that what they're called?
I don't really care. I actually went on a crazy rant today about the prequel trilogy. You asked me at the right time. Because I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow, which apparently inspired a scene from Revenge of the Sith.
Oh,
and I'm very, very happy about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I love the prequel trilogy. Midichlorians, I don't really care. Everything else in those films are great. Like whatever, who cares? You know, there's some real crap stuff in the original trilogy. Let me tell you, Ewoks suck. All right.
Whoa.
Like, you know, and let's not throw shade. Jar Jar is there's some problems with Jar Jar, but like there's some problems in the original trilogy too, right? Those films suck too. They all suck in a different way. And they're all incredible in different ways. And I stand by the prequel trilogy. I think it's brilliant. I think the greatest disappointment I had this year so far is with them saying they're not supporting Shatterpoint anymore. I think that means we're not going to get a Mustafar like Rivals pack where you get like Anakin versus Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. That breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me started. We're not talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
We'll save it for our Shatterpoint podcast.
Apparently we need one. Okay. Right. All right. Let's get into it then. So Adam Warlock, he's a 7th threat. So he's Eye-Hulk territory, which is very rare these days, and probably for the best. So let's see what do you get out of 7th threat these days? So the physical defense stat is 3, energy is 4, mystic is 3. He's got 7 hit points on the front side, 8 on the back. He's size 2 and he moves medium. This seems worrisome without, in a vacuum for a 7th threat, don't you think?
In a vacuum, yeah. I think we can jump ahead to being of immeasurable power, though.
Okay. This is an innate superpower. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1. Additionally, this character may have 2 infinity gems rather than the normally allowed 1. Interesting. All right, so he's got damage reduction 1.
To 0. Yeah.
To 0, yeah.
Thanos reduction, yeah.
Yeah, very good point.
But yeah, I mean, he does have 3 physical, right?
So, Thanos does, you mean?
Sorry, Adam Warlock. So he is, maybe he can go down, but I think just 7 health on both sides.
With damage reduction
7-8. 7-8 with damage reduction to 0. I don't know. I don't think he's that easy to take down. I think he's fairly tanky with that.
Okay, cool. Let's talk about this other stuff in his innates while we're at it. He's got flight, which is not surprising. He's got peerless, which is like the new thing. Okay. But he's also a gem bearer. And the weird thing is that he can do mind, power, reality, space, or time. So all of them. And in particular, he's got something called bonded soul. So he's not allowed to use the normal soul gem, but he's allowed to use bonded soul.
So he can't have the soul gem. Yeah, that's right. That's interesting. So yeah, he only has bonded soul.
Now, what does that mean? Because I looked this up. I was like, this is weird. So the soul gem, for one, it's got an innate superpower, which is when an enemy character within 4 of this character uses a reactive or active superpower, this character gains 1 power after the effect is resolved. Okay, that's what Doctor Strange uses.
Yeah.
If he wants to. The bonded
It
one...
costs a threat as well.
Yeah, it costs a threat.
If you take the soul gem, you add a threat to your character.
Sorry, thank you. Yes. The bonded soul costs 0 threat, so he can just have it for free. So presumably you're going to use it all the time. He's got a different power with it called Soul Anchor. When a non-grunt character is dazed or KO'd, this character may gain 1 power, remove up to 1 damage from itself, or remove up to 1 special conditions from itself. Additionally, this character and other ally characters within 4 cannot lose power as a result of enemy effects. This is an entirely different gem.
Yeah. It's basically a new gem. Yeah.
So what's the story? Is there any lore explaining this?
There's some lore. Yeah. Not in my head, but in the comics there are, yeah. He has ties to the soul gem. He's all about the soul gem.
Yeah. Interesting. I'd love to hear more about that if somebody in the Discord can let us know.
Yeah, fill us in.
Fill us in on this. So yeah, like I said, you could take it for free, so you probably will, unless you really want the 2 other types of gems, because he can have 2, not 1, but he
That's
can't
true,
have
but
more than 2.
that would make him a 9 threat then.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think you're basically always taking this one.
Yeah, you'd imagine so.
It's a good effect too, right? It's rangeless when anyone, so friend or foe, gets dazed or KO'd, you get to gain 1 or heal 1.
That's a really good point. Thank you. Yes.
So it's good. Like I think it does make him very tanky. I'm glad you brought it up now because it's part of that. Like he's damage reducting, he's got 7-8 health, and then this is giving him heals. I think I personally, I've played against Adam Warlock a few times. I've just not bothered hitting him. I can't be bothered to get through that. It's too much work. It takes way too long to get through. That additional bit as well, this character and other ally characters within 4 cannot lose power. That's huge, and I think overlooked at the moment. Like that just turns off stuff like Rogue,
Dormammu,
yeah. Like there's loads of stuff that.
What's his name? Dr. Voodoo.
Yeah, all the sapped powers. It's like slightly annoying.
Within 4, it's pretty far away.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. We'll have to come back to see after we read the rest of his card if he wants any of these other gems for 1 threat. That'd be interesting to know. But okay, so we've established that he is actually quite tanky between his special abilities. And his
I
stats.
wouldn't bother hitting this guy unless you've got lots of big. You want big dice pools, right? Because he's got damage reduction. If you have big physical dice pools, maybe you could go into him. But honestly, I can't be bothered. It's just so much work.
Okay. Let's look at his attacks then. He's got an energy attack called Karmic Blast. It's range 3, 6 dice, doesn't cost anything. It's his builder where he gains power equal to the damage dealt. It also, ironically, has a wild sap power.
Oh, all right, to summon it.
I could take your power, but you can't take mine. Sap power is, of course, when before damage is dealt, the defender loses 1 power for each wild result in the attack roll, and this character gains that amount of power. So, range 3, 6 dice for 7 threat seems pretty good. Sap power is nice.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
But straightforward. Energy, so that's helpful against the typically weakest energy defensive stat.
Yeah. No, this is a good attack.
Okay. He's got a spender. It's Mystic this time, called Quantum Bolt. Cost 5, though. Range 4, 9 dice. Okay, so big dice, big distance. After this attack is resolved, if the defender is size 4 or less, this character may throw it away medium.
Whew!
That's fantastic.
That is huge. Yeah.
Yeah, no trigger, just happens. And he's got a wild trigger called Avatar of Life. After this attack is resolved, for each wild result in the attack roll, this character may choose another allied character within 4. Each chosen character may remove 1 damage or 1 special condition from itself. Huh. Fantastic. For each wild.
Yeah, pretty cool. And on 9 dice, right, you're probably quite reliably getting 1.
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
That is definitely worth a 5 power, I'd say. Even though it's a high number.
I think, the Avatar of Life thing is whatever. Like throwing a size 4 away at range 4, medium, that's enormous.
Yeah.
If you're against another, like an Eye Hulk or an Apocalypse, and you hit them from range 4, they're gone. Like they are out of here. And it's guaranteed. That is definitely worth 5 power for sure. Yeah. And 9 dice is nice too, but that guaranteed throw medium is so good.
Yeah, totally agree. Okay. He's got an active superpower called Universal Translation. Costs him 2. Place this character within 2 of its current position. It can only be used once per turn. Oh, so action economy is in this guy's repertoire.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this. You get an extra power for each gem you have, right?
You do. Yes.
Okay, so this guy's getting 2 power a turn minimum with the bonded soul gem.
Yeah. As a 7th rate, he's getting 2 power a turn, yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, he's just going to be able to do this storm hop whenever he wants.
Yeah.
Amazing. He's got a reactive superpower called Cosmic Energy Construct, costs 2 power. When this character or another allied character within 4 is targeted by an attack, this character may use the superpower. Add 2 dice to that character's defense roll against that attack.
This is Cable's defense stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within 4, though, right? What's Cable's?
I think Cable might be 3.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I can check. But yeah, it's add 2 defense dice.
So I think the issue so far is that this guy can spend power like no business.
Yeah.
But and he does get 2 around.
2 around, and he's got sap power in his builder.
Oh yeah, he's got the sap power.
Which also under his leadership, he's likely to get wilds, so he's going to be generating a lot of power there. But yeah, you're right. He spends it like probably even still. He still spends power better than he gets it, I think.
Mm-hmm. Which is fun. It makes a lot of tension when you play.
Yeah.
A character like this to decide how you want to use that power. Mm. Okay. He's got some another reactive superpower called Chrono. Oh, we did that one, isn't it? No. Chronokinesis?
Yeah.
Is that how you say it? Yeah, cool. 4 power it costs. That's quite a bit. But let's see. When this character or another allied character within 4 is attacking or defending, at the end of the modified dice step, this character may use the superpower. The attacker and defender reroll all their attack and defense dice. Another built-in recal.
Another recal, yeah.
Do you think they're going to get rid of recal because of these characters now?
That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, I didn't really understand the power of recal until I started playing Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
And was like, wow, he has 2 recals, right? Having 2 recals on tap for a whole game is huge because your opponent gets a lucky spike and you can usually get out of it with that.
Yep.
So yeah, this is super strong. I mean, it costs 4, but I think, justifiably so. Because Kang had this too, right?
Yes, exactly.
Did that cost 4 on here?
I'm not sure. Just
temporal, yeah, it costs 4.
Costs 4, yeah. I think that's fair. I mean, considering that you could do it theoretically more than once a turn.
Yeah.
And
you can do it at the same attack if you want.
Yeah.
For the sweet cost of 8 power, you can do it twice. If you don't like the new result, you can do it again.
Wild.
Yeah, this is cool. But I think this is the final nail in the coffin of you aren't going to kill Adam Warlock.
Yeah.
Because let's say you go into him and you get a lucky spike, right? You hit him, you do like 5 damage, he reduces to 4. And it's like, he's only got 3 left. Well, now he's got his chronokinesis online. So if you spike him again, he can chronokinesis and then stop you spiking.
Yep.
Probably. And he only has to do that a couple of times, and you've wasted 4, 5, 6 attacks into him. So yeah. I think this is the final. He won't go down easily.
Amazing. All right. Let's take a look at these gems. Do you think any of these gems make any sense with him on top of the Bonded Soul gem?
I know people have been playing Reality and Mind.
Okay.
I know that. What do you think?
I mean, if that Reality seems like just win more for an extra threat, is it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, Reality is good if you're making lots of attacks. Is this guy making lots of attacks? He's probably making 2 a turn, 2 6 dices, so it's fine. Yeah, Reality, I could see it being justified.
Yeah, for a whole threat. Oof.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty steep. Mind is huge because you can, and we're going to get onto it next episode. He brings 2 charged characters with him in this box. So bringing Mind is great because you can kind of semi-kidnap someone and set up your friends to go and hit them.
Right, so Mind Gem for 2 power, choose an enemy character within 3 and advance it short, only once per turn. Yeah. I could see that. Power Gem is just you get more power, right?
Yeah. Which actually you could see on this character, right?
Yeah.
He spends it so easily. I mean, is it worth a threat? Probably not, but I wouldn't laugh at you if you brought Power Gem.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just double checking. Is that all it does? It gives you an extra power?
Yeah, you get the extra power for it being a gem, and then you get another power.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's a lot of power.
Oh, wow. Okay. So he's getting 3 to start with this one. Yeah.
Well, he's getting 4 because he gets a regular power by himself.
Right. Oh, the Soul Gem gives him 1 too. Yeah, the Bonded Soul one.
Yeah.
Right.
So he's just an MCP character, so gets 1. He gets 1 from the Soul Gem, and then would get 2 more from Power Gem. So you'd have 4.
I've seen, I know it's sexy to talk about Reality and stuff, but man, I think Power Gem feels better.
It seems cool. I mean, I just think that arguably with Reality, you're getting one less power, but then you're counting skulls on your attacks. So then if you're doing that on your builder, are you getting
get the
extra
power back
anyway? I don't know. You're getting the power and you're also doing an extra damage to your opponent. So I think that takes it.
Right.
Space Gem probably don't need it, right? Because he's got his own Space Gem on him.
Space Gem is you teleport yourself?
Yeah, he plays 2.
Yeah, that's not needed.
Just like Universal Translation. So you don't need 2 of those, I don't think.
And Time Gem?
Well, I say that. We do play Magic Famine sometimes in Apocalypse when she gets 2 of them. Yeah. But yeah, it is a bit excessive.
Time Gem is another recal. So
yeah, absolutely not needed.
Not needed. Although you get to rule skulls with the Time Gem. So,
that one, yeah.
So, okay. So I think we're landing on, what do we say?
Reality or mind, I think. Or you quite like power.
Power, yeah. Those 3. You tell us, folks, where you've had the most success with your gem loadouts. Okay. And he's got it embedded in his forehead, just like Vision. Interesting.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Look at that. That must be where soul gems live.
Did he have one in the film like that?
Good question.
I thought I could somehow see it in my mind that he did.
He's got a gem there. I don't think it's the soul gem though. I think it's just a bit of jewelry.
Something he got down in Shoreditch. And
yeah, a dermal piercing. Yeah.
All right, what are your thoughts about Adam Warlock? And we're going to get to his leadership in a moment.
It's a lot of threat. That's my main thought.
Yeah, but what is his job? What's his job? Blowing people up? I
mean, he's a support piece, right?
You think?
I don't know. He's adding defense dice. I think that's lame. It's the worst form of defense, unless you're giving it to a character that like counts blanks on their defenses or whatever.
Yep.
He has recal. I mean, he can use recal on his friends, which is nice. So that helps them keep them alive. I think that's quite supporty.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it also depends what gem you bring. If you bring Mind Gem, like I've played against Ollie recently, who's playing Mind Gem, he becomes like a control piece. A little bit like old Thanos, where he sort of can sort of rearrange the board. Nowhere near to the scale that Thanos could, thank God. But so I think he's a support piece. What do you think?
I totally can get it. And that is a straightforward answer. But with his recals and a long-range attack plus being able to move himself into position for that fairly long-range attack. It feels like he can be a turret, though. Not even a turret, because he can move himself. So, I mean, he feels just like a ranged attack piece, you know? I see your point. So maybe the idea is you have to evolve his role as the game progresses from one to the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, jury's out. He's still quite new, but I think... I don't know. It's a lot. You're playing 7-8 threat for a character. He's got to be doing so much.
Yeah.
Old Thanos used to prove his worth as an 8 threat, right? Old 8 threat Thanos felt like he was worth 8 threat. Yep. I'm not sure any other character is worth 8 threat, really. Dormammu is arguably worth it because his leadership is insane. So you're paying for the threat in his leadership. Maybe we should just get on to Adam Warlock's leadership, see if it's any good.
Okay, let's see if that sways our opinion one way or the other. It is a Tactics card leadership, so it's going to take up one of your 5. It's a Guardians of the Galaxy one, and it's called Cosmic Awareness. It's a reactive card, so after deployment, Adam Warlock can play this card, set it near the battlefield, place 1 shield token on this card, and you gain the following leadership ability, and it's an active leadership. So it's called Cosmic Awareness for Guardians of the Galaxy. When an allied character attacks, defends, or dodges during the modified dice step, it may use this leadership ability. If it does, choose one of that character's dice and add a token matching that die results to the set-aside Cosmic Awareness card. Then remove a different token on that card and change the chosen die's result to match that token. This leadership ability can modify skull results and can be used only once per turn. Additionally, this character may use the active and or reactive superpowers of Infinity Gems without paying the power cost. Whew. Wow. Okay.
That's a good point, actually. That last line actually probably means you only ever play Adam Warlock as a leader, right? Because if he's having to pay for his gem costs...
Yeah, to use the power of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like if you're taking Mind and he has to pay 2 power to use that, the effectiveness goes way down. Right?
Yeah.
and reality gem costs a power now. So you'd have to start paying for that. So I think you'd never do that.
Yeah.
Right. I think it's really hard to justify even old Thanos. Well, no, Thanos was on his card. It wasn't part of his leadership. I think they changed that. Let me quickly check. Thanos's leadership is that the gems are free. So the same as Adam Warlock. And I think we'll never see Thanos splashed ever again.
Yeah,
because of that. So I think you never splash Adam Warlock. I think he's only a leader.
Yeah.
That's my hot take. Maybe I'm wrong. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. But I think that I don't think you can justify a 7/8 threat who has to pay for the gems as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For the abilities on the gems.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the other part of it then. So basically, whenever, let's say, an ally character attacks, defends, or dodges, I'm just seeing if it can only be used once per turn. Okay, there it is. Can only be used once per turn. But basically, you start with you start with a shield. You start with a shield on the card.
Yeah.
Then you roll some dice. Let's say you roll a blank. You can then put the blank on the card and put the shield into your roll as a replacement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now there's a blank on the card, which means that the next time around, if you get something you don't want, and you need that blank for whatever reason, or just want to try to cycle it out, you can. That's a good point, right, Jimmy? If let's say you overkill something, you can then put one of the crits onto this card and pull the crappy die roll off of the card because it doesn't matter anymore. You've done the work anyway. So now you just prime the card for the next time.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing this with a lot of knowledge. You can see all the dice that are down. Obviously, this is a modify step. So if you're attacking and you've done just enough and you swap, I'll take that excess damage off then, and then they do some modification on the defender side, like they do spider sense and they convert, you might have just got yourself out of, doing the kill. But this is during the modified dice set. But you're right. And I think that's where all the big brain stuff comes into it with this. Like Ollie's been playing Shuri in this leadership, and it's genius because Shuri's rolling 6 die for her attack that only ever does 1 damage.
Right.
So you're basically just going, I'm just shopping for dice now. I'm going to roll these dice. I don't care what there is. I'm looking for something that I want, and I'll put it on the card, which is brilliant.
Yep.
So this opens up loads of like big brain stuff, I think.
You know what else I was thinking is, in addition to just making a result go one way or the other, you could fish for triggers a lot more easily with this.
Yeah. This leadership reminds me of Steve 3 Avengers.
Yeah, sure.
Where it's like you can turn a dice to any result. You can kind of do that with this, but you have to like bank it and think about things, for later on. But it's really cool. I love this leadership. It's very, very cool and thinky. I'm glad it's on a 7/8 threat because I think it's very strong leadership.
This is one of those classic high floor, high ceiling leader abilities, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Not easy to get a lot out of, but can be supremely powerful once you've got the mastery over it.
Yeah, and I think you can build a team around this, which is really fun because you can do stuff like I'm going to take Gamora, who loves getting wilds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you take like a Blue Marvel or Scarlet Witch, who like getting skulls. So you can take skulls out of other people's attacks and defenses where they're not getting any benefit from it and put it into theirs. And I think you can build your roster. It makes the whole thing fun from like roster creation up until playing the game. I think it's just consistently fun.
Yeah. What is Ollie's opinion about it in terms of strength?
He thinks it's incredible.
Yeah,
I think he's a bit wrong. He thinks it's amazing. I'm not yet convinced. I just think that a 7/8 threat leader is too much, and you have to get so much value out of them. But he thinks it's brilliant, and he's doing really well with it. I think he's undefeated so far.
Ooh, okay.
But I think the real question here comes from like you've gone from 8 threat leader with this amazing leadership that's very fun and quite powerful. Is it better than a 3 threat leader who gives out winging it tokens like Star-Lord, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
I think if all the stars align and you get all the dice you want at the right times that you want them, then fine, this leadership is better. But I think that you're investing quite a lot into doing that, where you could just play Star-Lord, give out some winging its, rerolls are just fine. It's a great leadership on a cheap leader, and Star-Lord's a good leader too. He's got a good leader kit. He's got hit and run and range 4, which is exactly what you want in a leader because you want him to stay alive. So that's the big question mark around this, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you're here saying, I'm going to play Adam Warlock, then you're going to do really well with this leadership. It's great.
This really feels like the choice between Miles Morales' leadership and the Spider-Verse one.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
It's, the new one seems powerful, but the old reliable one is old and reliable. So it's hard to judge right now.
For sure. Yeah. I think that the boring answer is that Star-Lord's is better because of the other things I mentioned. Like it's a 3 threat and, mathematically it's not much better than this leadership, but this is cool and flavorful and you're going to have lots of fun with it. And it enables loads of stuff that Guardians can't really do, which is like fish for triggers a bit more reliably. So if you want to play Gamora, if you want to splash people, chuck Wolverine in here, give him a wild when he's charging. Stuff like that. You can do really cool stuff. So I think it's a lot of fun, this leadership.
Cool. He's got one personal card that he can take.
Personal card, like a bank card.
Yeah, exactly. It's called the Magus. Magus?
I think it's the Magus.
Magus?
Come on, man. You played D&D.
Magus. Magus.
Magus.
Okay. Magus. It's unaffiliated. It's reactive. When an allied Adam Warlock that has the Infinity Gem bounded soul and does not have a leadership ability, would be so meaning without the even the tactics card kind.
So when Adam Warlock has the bonded soul gem, which is fine,
and does not have a leadership ability.
Yeah, so he can't be the leader. Okay.
Meaning the tactics card, though, right?
Yeah.
When he would be dazed, he must play this card. Okay. Discard Adam Warlock's Infinity Gem Bounded Soul. That Adam Warlock gains the occult magic's innate superpower. Okay, what's this? So when this character makes an attack action, after that action is resolved, choose up to one enemy character not targeted by that attack. The chosen character loses a power, and this character may gain 1 power or remove up to 1 damage or special condition from itself. Additionally, when an enemy character loses 1 or more power, if this character caused that effect, that enemy character suffers 1 damage. That enemy character does not gain power for the damage suffered in this way. So this is like one of the abilities on his card, right? The first half of this.
How do you mean?
The one where it says chosen character loses a power or gain.
Oh, sorry, that bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Or he gains a power, removes the damage, or a special condition. Where did we just read that? What's his ability called that does that?
Oh, it's from the bonded soul.
Bonded soul gem. Okay, so he retains that part of the bonded soul gem. And then he's got this other bit about where an enemy character loses 1 or more power. If he does it, that enemy character suffers a damage. So it's like a sap power, basically.
So when you sap, they suffer damage.
Yes, right. So this is weird. Like, why? So what happens here is that you get dazed, you lose the soul gem. Okay, so that means breaks. You don't get the extra power from the soul gem for one, right? But you get to still use the ability of it through occult magics, and then you get this another half of the ability that you gained from occult magics.
Yeah, you get a bonus. It changes the ability slightly.
Yeah.
So you don't get the extra power. You get this like power burn thing that Dr. Voodoo has.
Yeah.
But it's only for power lost caused by this character.
Correct.
Which is the only way to do that is a sap.
Yes.
So it's basically saying you lose your gem and you get to deal a damage when you sap them.
Yeah.
And it's also 1 or more, so it's actually worse than power burn because it's if you rolled 3 wilds and sap 3, they only take 1 damage.
Yeah, right. This feels like something thematic that we're not aware of.
I'm sure this is like extremely cool. Like if you like Adam Warlock, you're, oh my god, yes, so the gem's broken and then he's got like occult magics and this is really cool. Love it. Good for you. This might be the worst card I've ever seen. I think it actually might. Unless I'm missing something, please tell me on Discord. Like, if I am, I think this is the worst card I've ever read in MCP.
It's wild. I mean, not being able to use the leadership is kind of bonkers.
You have to splash him. We just said how bad he is without leadership. So he's paying for his gems in this. Let's say you're playing Star-Lord and you've put Adam Warlock in. He has to pay for his gems because he's not leadership. He doesn't have a leadership.
Right.
Then you break his soul gem to give him this weird ability, which is like maybe better, maybe basically as good as you would.
Yeah.
With the this is I hope I'm missing something. This is the worst card I've ever seen. Sorry, I know we're supposed to be positive on this. The positive part is, I bet this is really lore accurate. I bet this is really cool. And if you know the story this is from, you're like, oh, this is sick that he can do this.
Yeah.
You know, and good for you. You are the reason MCP is amazing. If you know what that means. But so me and Norbert, with our little sweaty hats on, this sucks.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Nonetheless, I do think that this is a really interesting addition to Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think it's really going to shake them up a little bit. I wonder, can you think of a time when you might want both leaders in your roster and you pick one over the other?
Ooh, that's a great question. So I think that they both bring, it's dice mods, right? Both their leaderships are the same flavor.
Yes.
So I think no. But then actually maybe there's different threat levels. Oh, you're onto something there, Norbert.
Yeah, that's a good point, though. I like that idea.
Maybe some threat, like maybe some scenarios. Oh, that's actually really cool. Yeah, you're so right, because they both bring like dice mod leaderships.
Right.
So they're basically bringing the same thing. So you're probably bringing the same characters with them, right? Maybe some more niche characters for Adam Warlock. But they're both just helping people with dice. And then sometimes you want to be like 4 wide because there's only a few extracts and it's a smaller thing and you want to be like, quite narrow. And then something you're on senators and you want to be mega wide and you take the 3 threat leader and you bring a load of, you're a genius. That is really cool, actually. Yeah.
I'll take that. Hey, awesome.
your 1 a year compliment. There it is.
Was Ollie playing both in his roster?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he's gone quite hard on Adam Warlock. But playing Star-Lord under Adam Warlock, by the way, is pretty good.
Yeah.
Because he full auto on Star-Lord gives out a condition per wild. Mm-hmm. So there could be times when you give him a couple wilds, you know, which is pretty fun. So yeah, he's got plucky attitude, which can help you fish for the dice faces that you're looking for.
Yes, right.
Which is nice.
And he's only 3 threat, so he'll help with the threat problem.
And I think he's a good 3 threat. Like, he's got hit and run range 4 energies. He's fun. Good character. So yeah, I could definitely see you taking both. I think that this is really fun. It's what I like to do with X-Men, where I take my Storm roster and then I'll have like a Cable X-Force pivot. It's like if I'm forced into a fight where I can't win by scoring, it's like, right, well, I'm going to bring big threat characters now then and just fight you as narrow as I can. And I think you could do that here. If you're forced into a narrow fight, you go, right, well, I'll take Adam Warlock then.
Yep. Okay. Amazing. Cool. All right. Maybe we should call it then.
I think so. That was pretty interesting. I think it brings a lot to a Guardians roster, and I'm quite excited for Guardians players for this one because it's really cool. And we've had Star-Lord for a long time. Star-Lord's been around in the game for longer than I have. So it's nice to switch it up and see some different Guardians rosters. I hope that Gamora sees the table.
Plus that sweet sculpt that you get to feel on the table.
Yeah, one of the best looking models for sure.
So good.
Yeah. And another shout out for Ollie's idea of running Shuri under this leadership. It really is amazing. Because she doesn't care what dice she rolls, and she can roll 12 dice a turn, so you can use it to just load up that leadership.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. So yeah, you'll feel very smart for playing this leadership. If you can bring characters that like to use skulls and, you can switch things around, you'll feel very big brain.
Bonus points to our Discord posters if you can tell us what is all the rubble like stuff underneath Warlock's sculpt.
Oh, that's the occult magus.
You think the machine that made him?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying words now. It's the occult magus apparatus that was put there by the Enclave, to power his bonded soldier.
It does look like a little bit like a machine with control panels and stuff. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it looks a bit like, to be fair, the kind of the room that his mum is from in the Guardians movies, like that big gold room.
Yes.
With all like computers and stuff. Maybe it's a bit of that.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just miscellaneous alien rubble, but pretty cool. It's nice to see something covering up those, like New York City bases that we've had on all 300 MCP characters since the start of the game.
That would be nice to have. Maybe Adepticon would be like a new type of street bases.
Oh, can you imagine if they brought out a new base set?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I would welcome that, to be honest. Yeah. All right then. Until next time. Cheers and happy gaming.